Hello. Hi, everyone. I hope you're ready to see me absolutely cry and scream because I'm scared. I won't cry. I won't cry and scream, but I'll probably be like, yeah, I'm so scared. I have the I have everything set up basically, but I'm waiting because this tracks your actual blinking, so I'm just making sure that my webcam doesn't accidentally pop up on stream or something like that. Da, 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 da. Give me one moment. I have to go through the setup because the setup shows your webcam and stuff, and I don't want that on stream. Ba -da -ba -da. Okay, there we go. Everything's set up now. Should be fine. Hi! Welcome. We're gonna play a horror game today. I'm gonna cry. Not really, but metaphorically, I will cry. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you supporting me. It's the support from everyone that makes me willing to keep doing it. That's scary time? Yeah, maybe scary for me. I'm gonna die like 5 times, I promise. Thank you, soldier. I appreciate your support. Okay, you guys have to let me know if you can see anything on screen because I kinda can't. I have it open on my phone, but I'm gonna be mainly focused on doing everything else. I have to learn the controls because this uses keyboard and mouse, and I'm not really used to keyboard and mouse. Okay. It's so dark. Become a magical girl so I won't be scared? I don't know if I could do that. Oh, okay. I'm scared. Okay, hold on. I have to readjust this because it's not calibrating correctly for some reason. It doesn't like my webcam. Give me a second. Hi, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad to see that the short that I put up is effective. Face your enemies with no fear. I can't do that, sorry. I'm too much of a chicken. I'm recalibrating the blink setup. I'm sorry, it's going to take a little bit. Oh god, guys, I have to close my eyes. I'm scared. I'm scared. I have the power of Jesus and anime on my side. Although I don't think Jesus can help me here. I'm literally already shaking and I haven't even done anything. Oh, oh my god. Did the game crash? Did the game crash? I think it crashed. Oh. Oh no, wait. No, it didn't. Okay. This is going to be impossible because every time I look down, it registers as me closing my eyes, even though I'm not closing my eyes. Huh. What is that noise? Is that me? If you see him, do not blink. Don't look away. He is fast. All right. What? But what? What is that noise? Okay. Whatever you say. Oh. Bro, I'm shaking. I just started and I'm already shaking. If I was using a controller right now, this would be infinitely better, but oh my god. Hello? I don't I don't want any of what you're selling. I don't want anything. I don't want it. Whatever you're buying, I'm not selling. I'm not buying. I Ooh! You chill with that, please. Calm down. It's not that serious. There's no need to get so rowdy. Is this a typical Amazon shift? Oh, come on. I'm so nervous. In the what? You're kidding. Oh, oh, okay, hello. Uh, um, all right. Oh, no, I didn't want to put that down. Pick that up. Uh, no, pick that up again. Oh my God, I'm literally shaking right now.
Employee number 157, please continue disposing of waste from the depot.
How's it working for Amazon? Great. I've never felt more alive. Oh, oh God. Sorry, I know this is not like the most impressive commentary ever, but oh, come on. You can probably see it from the way I move my mouse very sporadically, but I'm like literally shaking and stuff. Oh my God. Where's the box? Hello? What? Where's the box? Uh, mind helping me out here? I have a box to deliver. Oh, all right. Why did I take this job again? How much am I getting paid an hour for this? Do I have to go back over here? I don't like that. All right. I don't have to be there. Okay, I don't have to be there either. There's definitely a jump scare. Although, from what I've seen, the jump scare for this game is not, like, overly loud or anything. Well, I can't really... Bro, the ambiance started kicking in and my heart dropped. I'm confused. There's no package. Oh well, I'm bawling, so it doesn't matter. Oh. Nothing can hurt me. I'm a baller. Oh, wait, I just realized maybe I didn't properly incinerate the package. Dang it! Yeah, that's something. Oh, I didn't properly incinerate the package. Uh, well, if they think they can incinerate it properly, they should just do it themselves. Did I do it? Okay, I did. Okay. I have a feeling the moment I turn the corner, it's gonna be there. Oh, oh my god!
Apologies about the lights. Employee number 157, please make your way to the generators in section C.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god, you. Oh. I turned around and looked right at him. I turned around and looked right at him. No. Okay. Yes, this is true. I do know what to do now. I need to. Actually, I need to calm down. I'm shaking way too hard. I'm, my my hands are literally shaking so hard. Jesus, oh my god. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. I'm like I'm all over the place right now. I'm like, oh my god, there's so much happening. I'm so sorry. Ah, I'm dead. If I had a controller right now, I wouldn't be shaking as much. Oh my god. The daily life with an Amazon delivery shift. Is there any Amazon workers in the audience today that can verify this? Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I feel like I'd be a lot more secure in my environment if I had a controller, but this the excuse me, this game was not built with controller support, so I'm dying. Well, that and I'm just naturally a controller player. Like I'm not used to mouse and keyboard at all. So wait, hold on. Give me a second. Hopefully I don't have to recalibrate it and stuff. Like it'll start me from the beginning again. I don't want to keep my eyes closed for more than like 2 seconds. It tells me to close my eyes in order to start it again, but like I'm scared. I don't want to keep them closed for too long. It's just not working. What the heck? No! It's not working. My eyes are closed. I'm talking and my eyes are closed. Oh no. I just realized you guys can't really tell if my eyes are closed because I'm wearing glasses. This is not fair. Okay, give me a second. Let me hide this from the screen. I wonder why it's doing this. It's not. Why are you not working? I'm going to scream. Hi. I'm crying because not only is the game not working properly, I'm shaking so hard. I think it's a combination of it not working properly and then me kind of feeling nauseous. I'm gonna put something here or play some music in the background while I try to get this to work again. Okay, there we go. You know, actually, it's gonna be really funny if the weather, because the weather is pretty bad right now. Like if there's like a hurricane, so yeah. Nauseous? Yeah, I feel nauseous. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I was so scared that I felt like I was gonna throw up. I felt like that like twice. And then when the monster actually came on screen and jump scared me, I felt like I was going to puke, like there and then. Thank goodness you guys can't actually see what's going on behind my webcam. I mean, one, I'm a VTuber and that just ruined the point, but two, you probably would have seen me gagging. The mouse and keyboard controls, it's just too sensitive. My mouse and stuff is just too sensitive, and if I lower the sensitivity, and then it's just too slow. The next time I play a horror game, I'm definitely going to play one that has controller support. The weather is affecting my internet connection. But also the weather could be affecting my mood, yes. I just realized that's a thing. The stream might cut out, and I might end stream early just because of the internet. Not because I want to, but because the power will literally cut out sometimes when, you know, thunderstorm and all that. So I apologize if that does happen. The weather decided, yeah, we're gonna do it today. You're playing a horror game? Yeah, this is a part of the experience. Let me actually... Hold on 1 second. There we go. It could also be my... I just realized it could also be OBS. Because I'm using my webcam through OBS. And OBS is also, you know, taking up RAM and stuff while the game is also running. That may be it. But I don't know. Horror game for the rain. The rain is the horror. What if the true horror game was the friends we made along the way? Yeah, it is. But that's the problem, right? I can't really do too much about that because there isn't anything better than OBS. I've heard that Prism Studio is also very good, but I don't know. I'm too loyal to OBS even though it hates me. Imagine being loyal to something that hates you. It couldn't be me. Exactly. OBS is like the easiest thing to learn. It's also pretty easy to use once you know. No, now I feel like I feel like I'm disappointing everyone because the game technically won't run anymore. Like, it's... So I get into the game, right? And then I have my eyes closed. And it won't detect my eyes as being open. Or rather, it won't detect my eyes as being closed, even though they're closed. So I'm just stuck on the please close your eyes to retry screen. Oh, thank you. You're far too sweet. I just feel bad because I hyped it up so much. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play a horror game. I'm not gonna waste anyone's time. Although I guess the real horror game is going to be the tracking on my phone. Because I could do things like this. Vigil. The real Vigil is the friends we made along the way. Having extremely accurate face tracking isn't the best sometimes. Did Amazon fire me? Yeah, I'm sorry. They said, you're too much of a brand risk. I don't know what's creepier. The fact that my model is kind of shaky. Or the game itself. Typical Amazon shift, to be honest. I never worked for Amazon, but one of the jobs I did have in the past was a mail sorting facility. And it's not nearly as scary as this game made it out to be, but it was still pretty odd. My job was to sort through contraband. And some of the things that you find, or potentially find, were scary on their own. So in some ways, it kind of felt like I was back at my old job again. And then take it home? Well, okay, no. I'd lose my job if I took it home. It all depends on what it was, right? Because if it was something like illegal, I had to report it to the police, which should be fairly straightforward. But then sometimes it just happens to be like someone bought a bunch of adult oriented things, but they packaged it incorrectly and so it's not able to ship. In that case, I could have took it home, but I'm not gonna do that. I get destroyed by the IRS and taxes. I don't need anything else. I'm gonna put my layout up so you guys aren't just staring at me on the top of a blank screen. Whoops. There we go. I'm in the TV. I'm in your TV. I'm coming to find you. I am the Vigil. I don't know what a Vigil is, but it's a scary animatronic. Do you guys have TVs? I don't even have a TV. I just use a monitor as a TV. At least then, I don't have to worry about ads and stuff like that. Although, I suppose, without ad block, streaming services are just as bad as commercials on TV. Which sucks. Because isn't the whole reason why streaming services was invented so that you don't have to deal with the typical annoyances that TV had? What a world. Oh my god, now Steam is crashing. Steam! Not Ring Girl again through my TV, yeah. I'm coming through the TV. I'm going to find you. Okay, so I guess I'll explain it here again. Because I explained it in another stream, but I understand when people don't actually watch through the entire VOD because it's like an hour long, and who's going to watch an hour long VOD unless they're like super dedicated? So basically, the 300 threshold was hit. However, the preparations for the 300 celebration are still ongoing. I hit 300 before I was even able to finish preparing everything to celebrate. And considering we're at 330 and pretty soon we're probably going to get to 400, I probably won't have 400 done, but by the time 400 hits. Yeah. So, yeah, basically. Knock on wood. Oh no. Every time I say, I'm probably going to have a little bit of time before I hit 400, or I'm going to have a little bit of time before I hit 300, the opposite ends up happening. So here I am, still waiting for the 300 stuff to get into place so I can make a video about it and announce it and do the announcement stream and stuff like that. But that's not going to happen. At least, maybe not for another week. Maybe. But it will happen. Maybe it'll happen before 400, but who's really to say? I can't make any promises because 400 might happen before the 300 even is able to start. The same happened with 200, actually. I was trying to celebrate the 200 milestone, but then I was halfway through 200 already. I do wish some of you guys could have been there. The newer followers, I wish you guys could have been at the 200 stream. That was one of the best times I've had on stream in a really long time. You gotta plan ahead. Ugh. Planning ahead is something that I've been doing, but the thing is with the... I can't talk too much about it without spoiling the surprise, and I want you guys to see it because I worked really hard on it, but... So, one of the surprises for 300 is solely dependent on weather and shipping and stuff like that. So, I can't take into account how long that may take because it's anywhere from like 2 weeks to a month, something like that. And it's kind of hard to take into account those things. But I do have a lot of big things planned for the higher numbers of subscribers, like 500. 500 is going to be an insane celebration. I'm really looking forward to that. And then, like, 600 onward, those also have planned things. Although, I guess at some point, when is it going to be redundant to celebrate every 100 subscribers? I just feel kind of bad because I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you all the time. Past 1,000, that's fair. I think 1,000 will be the last, like, small milestone celebration thing I do. And I just feel the need to thank you guys constantly. Because truth be told, when I started this all, I had no self-esteem. I was, like, apologizing every 5 seconds. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm probably so annoying. But as time has gone on, I've come out of my shell, I guess is the word for it. And I'm still coming out of my shell. I'm still baffled a lot of the time that I have 300 people. What? Give yourself more credit? How do I do that? How do you do that? Unfortunately, I guess it depends on how you look at it, but I'm a masochist, so it's kind of hard to be nice to myself. A lot of my humor kind of revolves around me calling myself stupid. I do something wrong, I'm stupid. I miss something, I'm dumb. I forgot something. Oh. I should have tried harder. Really? I guess, okay. So when I think about it, right? 300 doesn't seem like that much when you compare it to other VTubers, right? It's like, oh, this is such a small number compared to someone like Shy Lily, who has 5 million followers and stuff like that. But when you take into consideration that I'm basically a no one, that I just basically showed up on the internet someday and I just started streaming, I just started making shorts and stuff like that, and then it gets a lot easier to be like, you know what, actually, growing as fast as I did might actually not be just, I'm getting lucky. Although I do think luck is some part of it. Maybe there is some trait about me that makes you guys want to watch me. I've had quite a few people tell me that they like my voice and the way that I sound, and that's why they watch me, which, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Understandable. Have a nice day. I've also read some comments. I can't read all of them, obviously, but the ones that I do get to read, some of you have said that they think it's endearing that I apologize every 2 seconds. I have a hard time thinking very highly of myself. You know, I don't think too much of myself. But when you guys tell me that you think I'm funny and that you think my voice is nice and stuff like that, maybe then a little part of me starts to reconsider. Maybe I'm not annoying. Maybe I'm not that bad after all. I have a friend who's also a very small VTuber. She started streaming, I want to say right around the time that I did. A little bit later than me, but we've kind of just been streaming at a very similar pace. And she doesn't have nearly as many followers or subscribers as I do. She streams on Twitch, which supposedly I've been told that Twitch is easier to grow a following and that, you know, it's a lot easier to do things on Twitch than it is YouTube. And I started streaming on YouTube, taking into consideration that you know, that would be the case, that YouTube would not be easy for me to be on and I wouldn't grow at all. But here we are. I have more subscribers than her, and we've been streaming at, I want to say, right around the same amount of time. So, maybe I'm lucky. Maybe. Probably. I enjoy the content I make, and my thought process at the very beginning of this was, if I enjoy the videos that I make and I upload them and one person enjoys them, that's great. That's all I need. And I guess that mindset just kind of made a trickle effect. And now I have 333 subscribers, I think. I don't know. I try not to pay attention to the count too high. Or too much. I try not to pay too close attention. Because when you're a creator, content creator, whatever you're gonna call it, VTuber, you have to be very conscious of what you're doing on the internet and stuff like that. But, and here's the big but, if you focus on the numbers way too much, you will start to spiral and you'll start to focus solely on what you're doing wrong, what you're not doing right, and stuff like that. That's something I struggled with a lot when I first started. Because I was a VTuber before my current persona. And something that I super hyper focused in on was, I'm not growing that fast. I'm not doing very well. I don't have any supporters, stuff like that. I paid attention to my subscriber count pretty heavily. And I started spiraling when I noticed that I was not growing half as fast as I thought I would. It never occurred to me that, you know, maybe I actually need to enjoy what I'm doing. Maybe I need to, you know, actually have fun. Because my whole thought process was, I need to stream. I need to be popular. Nowadays, I don't feel that way. Yeah, exactly. I have to enjoy what I'm doing. I think a big problem, right, that VTubers, or just some content creators in general, especially smaller ones, what they'll go through is they don't enjoy what they're making. And I think that if you're someone who makes content, but you would never actually watch your own content, that's not good. That's not good. Like, if I was a VTuber fan, well, I mean, I am a VTuber fan. I like VTubers a lot, but if I was in the shoes of someone in my audience, right? I don't think you guys would enjoy watching my content half as much as you did if I didn't enjoy making it. And I guess that's why I only had like 32 subscribers before this. I dreaded getting on stream. I dreaded doing anything related to streaming. I just dreaded everything. I treated it more like, I guess I want to say I treated it more like a job. And when you treat something like a job, you just kind of start to hate it. You start to dread doing it. You start not liking doing it. Yeah, exactly. Subscribe because of your passion for Charizard. You know, that's really funny. I forgot that I was vocal about my Charizard dislike on stream. I try not to be very vocal about the things I dislike on stream. I try to be a very positive person. Because truth be told, there's a lot of negativity already in this world. Like I don't know. But it's Charizard. And I don't hate Charizard. But I feel like if there was a Pokemon I had to dislike the most, it would be Charizard. Oh, and Bruxish, but Bruxish isn't that bad. I think it's cute in a weird way. But I don't want to talk about Charizard too much because then I'll go on to the whole Charizard tangent, and I don't think you guys want to hear that. What's my least favorite game? Ooh. That's hard. I don't know. I don't dislike a lot of things. I think I've answered this before to avoid the Charizard. So I think I've answered this before, but that was an older stream. So basically, I don't dislike a lot of things. I don't hate anything, right? I don't dislike things. I don't hate things. So it's really hard for me to say, oh, I dislike this thing. It's easier for me to say the things that are my favorite or things that I love rather than things that I dislike. Because I find that everything is objectively enjoyable in some way. Even things I don't particularly like. Like, I consider myself an introvert, and I still want to go to conventions in person and meet my fans in person. Well, I mean, not physically, but you know. I'll be wheeled out on a monitor and I talk to you guys through a monitor type thing. I'd like to do that. That sounds like fun. I don't know if I'll actually be able to handle that, but who's to say I can't try? It sounds like fun. Even if it is a bit scary. But I've had a little bit of time to think about your question, and I guess to answer your question, my least favorite game is Fire Emblem Three Houses. I don't hate the game. I don't. But I guess if I had to think about a game that I would like the least. Understandable. What does this mean? What about my favorite? My favorite video game? Majora's Mask. God, I love Majora's Mask so much, like you guys wouldn't even believe. I do want to play Majora's Mask on the channel at some point. But I'm saving it for a very important time. Majora's Mask is amazing. I think I've talked about it before, but I've actually... I think it was 1,000. I think I said it was 1,000, but at 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to play Majora's Mask. It was either 1,000 or like 1,500, something like that. But yeah. I want to save Majora's Mask for a humongous milestone. Because it's such an important game to me. I know that to most people, Majora's Mask might not actually be that good. But to me, It was perfect. I know another one of my favorite video games is Pokemon Black and White. Pokemon Black and White 2. I have to play those before I'd like to because I'm on a mission to play every single Pokemon game that is ever existing. So I have to play Pokemon Black or White sooner or later. But right now, at least, I'm still in the Game Boy games. Have I played Pokemon Sun? I have. I played every single Pokemon game. I think, if I remember correctly, I played Pokemon Moon because I'm always someone who buys the least popular copy of the Pokemon games. Just because, I don't know, I want to be quirky. So I ended up getting Pokemon Moon and Lunala, which Lunala is really pretty. I will say I like the design of it a lot. Yeah, that's the thing, right? I think Majora's Mask is an amazing game, but to play Majora's Mask is you need a lot of patience because the 3-day loop can be a bit frustrating, and I can understand why someone wouldn't enjoy playing the game. There are a lot of games actually that I like to watch, but I don't like to play myself. A great example of that would be Fire Emblem Three Houses. I don't like to play the game, but I do like to watch it. And I say that because the first half of Three Houses is just kind of annoying to get through. I don't like replaying the very first half of the game, but watching someone else play the first half of the game is not that bad. I wish they had added an option to skip everything. It would have been much better. What do I think about okay. So, I'll just list them out in the order that you type them there. Roblox. I think it's interesting. I think it has a lot of creative freedom, although it as a platform is kind of questionable. Minecraft. I like Minecraft. I can't wait to play Minecraft. I'm learning keyboard and mouse so that I can play Java horror mods. And seeing as how things went earlier when I was playing Vigil, it's gonna take a while for me to learn mouse and keyboard. Or unless I find out some external application to use mouse, or some external application to use controller with Minecraft Java. Yeah, it's gonna be hard because Java doesn't support controller natively. And the horror mods that I want to play do not support the controller mods, so rip. Where is game? Game crashed. Okay, so let me explain what happened. So I'm playing the game as normal, right? Cool. It was fun. I was enjoying it. I was shaking. I was anxiety. Oh my god. I was gonna throw up. Like, I was so scared. I was nauseous. I was gonna puke. And then I died. I died in game. Fine, right? I go to restart, and in order to retry, you have to close your eyes and keep them closed. I had my eyes closed, but for some reason, and I don't know if it's because OBS is open, the game isn't optimized great, or whatever it may be, or maybe it's the webcam, I don't know, but I had my eyes closed for a good solid minute, and it would not retry. It would not continue. Like, I had to actually close the game. It was a 10/10 out experience. 10 out of 10 experience. Would do again. next time I'm definitely going to pick a horror game where I can use my controller. Using keyboard and mouse was such an experience. You could actually tell I was shaking in real life because the mouse was all over the place and the screen was so jittery. Super entertaining. Good stuff. But you would also be relieved to know, maybe, that the game also isn't that long. Not too soon after the jump scare happened, the game was going to end anyway. It's very short. Wait, what was I saying before? I lost track. What am I doing? I lost track of what I was doing. Whoopsie. Right, I was talking about Minecraft. Yeah. So I have to learn keyboard and mouse because I want to play Java, and I haven't found an external application to use controller yet. So my journey to learn keyboard and mouse is a very long one, but I have to do it because there are a lot of games that don't actually support keyboard and mouse or controller, especially PC games. And then Fortnite. I like Fortnite. I actually like Fortnite quite a bit. The first stream I did underneath this persona was Fortnite. Although I wasn't an anime girl when I did it. Right? Oh, jeez. Maybe I just, I don't know, maybe I haven't given it enough fair of a chance, you know? Maybe I should start with a game that's not a horror game where I'm gonna die if I blink. You know, maybe that's good. Maybe that'd be good, you know? Oh, okay. So basically, Vigil is a short game and it crashed. And yeah. So basically, all the game that I played, what I played of the game, what was on stream, I basically played the whole game. Oh, and I'm learning keyboard and mouse, but that's not going great so far. Maybe the game that I'm using to learn keyboard and mouse shouldn't be a horror game where if I blink or make one wrong mistake, I die. You know, maybe I'm a little too self-punishing with that one. I didn't flinch once. Yeah, that's true. I was stone-faced the whole time, staring at I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, I'm a scaredy cat? You think so? I wouldn't say so. I think I was just a bit out of my element. I don't use keyboard and mouse at all. Unless, well, no. The only time I use keyboard and mouse is when I'm doing like typing or clicking on things. That's the only time I use keyboard and mouse. So I was very out of my element. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was panicked. I was nauseous. Just wait until you guys get to watch me play Silent Hill. That's gonna be fun. I'm normally a very reserved and calm person. So, yeah. You guys are probably gonna watch me, like, bawl my eyeballs out and cry. If there is something I do struggle with, it's being very honest, like overly honest. I am super honest to the point where that's probably a problem. Reserved, calm? What do you mean? Are you saying I'm not calm? Are you saying I'm not reserved? I think I am. I think under most circumstances I am. But when I'm like excited or when I'm having fun, I don't really care too much about how loud I might be. And when I'm like when I'm talking to you guys and when I'm on stream, I feel like I can be myself. I can be really honest. I don't know. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. Like when I'm talking to you guys, I feel like I'm not weird. I mean, I am weird. I'm definitely weird. I'm strange. I'm weird. But I feel like when I talk to you guys, my audience, everyone, the Thanalites, when I talk to you guys and when I interact with you guys and stuff like that, when I make content, I feel like I can be very authentic. Normally, in situations where I'm out in public and I have to be very social, I don't really feel that way. I kind of feel like I have to be something else, you know? But I'm really happy that you guys think my weirdness is what's the word for it? Darn it. You guys think my weirdness is what's the word I'm looking for? I forgot already. You think my weirdness is cute? No, cute's not the word for it. It's probably not the word I was looking for. Enduring? What? No, that's not it. Well. Maybe the, I can't English, wow, holy crap. Maybe that is why I feel so comfortable. Maybe. But if you think about it, maybe I'm not all that anonymous. Right? Because I'm gaining popularity. Not at a stupidly fast rate, mind you, but I am gaining popularity. So, the more subscribers I get, the more I become a name on the internet, the less anonymous I become. And if I get to a point where I do have a lot of subscribers, etc., you guys will probably be able to recognize me if you see me in person by my voice. Right? Because the voices become so recognizable. Or, unless I sound generic, which I don't think I do. A code following? Here we go, no. Oh no. I'm just walking down the street, buying pastries, and then a Thanalite recognizes me. That'd either be a nightmare or super endearing. There are also 8 billion people on Earth. Yeah, that's true. Surely someone out there also sounds like me. Surely. Surely. Maybe. Do you think bigger VTubers get recognized by their voices when they're out and about? Depends. Well, right, because I know that you guys respect the privacy of others and that you're super cool and you're awesome. But there's not everyone on the internet is someone that has good faith. And if someone does recognize me out in the internet, like out in the real world by my voice. What if they host me in real life online? You know, which the whole point of being a VTuber is that I don't want you guys to see that. This is what I look like in real life. I have orange hair, humongous glasses, an oversized hoodie. Well, to be fair, I have the oversized hoodie and glasses, but my hair is actually longer than my model. But the point is, this is me. Would I want to be ignored or approached? This is a good question. Right? Because I have to take into consideration that there are some people, right, who would approach me and would be super cool about it, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, that's you in real life? You're so cool, thanks. I love you. I love your content." That's cool. I like that. But then I also have to take into consideration that there would be some people who would genuinely be upset by the fact that the illusion is now ruined. And as someone who likes to respect VTuber culture and how VTubers work and stuff like that, I think I would want you to ignore it, kind of forget it happened, right? Now, if I'm like, hello? My cat just started crying at me. Hi? What? What's wrong? Oh, you're sleepy. Go to sleep. Anyways. So, if you're cool, if you're... Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard her, but she was pretty loud. Cat moment. I love cats. If you guys do hear me or see me on not on stream and you do recognize me, be cool. Just be cool about it. That's all I gotta say. Just be cool about it. Because I'm sure it'll happen, maybe. At some point. I'd also preferably like to be in a costume or something so that you guys don't see me. Yeah, well, okay. So, it's a bit different for VTubers. Just a little bit. Especially when you take into consideration that, well, it depends on the VTuber, right? Because I know in my case, uh, I don't want to ruin the illusion, right? The illusion is that I am an anime girl. I'm an eldritch being anime girl. And to see that there's actually someone behind that is not an eldritch being anime girl would probably make things awkward. Right? That's the whole illusion thing. In real life, I'm a man. I'm a man? You guys didn't tell me? What? What? I can pee standing up? No way! I actually don't know the, like, okay. So, I feel like women have it a lot easier than men do. So, with all due respect, I wouldn't want to be a man. With all due respect, you guys do a lot of amazing things and you're awesome and I respect you so much. But I couldn't be a man. There's just far too many things that you guys struggle with and deal with that as a woman I won't have to. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if that offends anyone. But it's true. You guys do a lot more than you are given credit for. So I wouldn't want to be a man. I'm okay being who I am. Maybe, maybe I could actually be okay with being taller, but that's not here nor there. Can't do anything about my genetics. Actually, would you guys still watch me if I got like leg extensions? I got leg extensions, so I'd be taller. I mean, I already have plans to start hitting the gym super crazy, working out a lot, so I can pick people up. It'll never happen, but maybe in some lifetime I'll be a super tall, super strong woman with abs. I'm pretty weak, all things considered. I can't open jars. It's annoying. I wish that was a brag, but I can't open jars. It's so annoying. Personally, I just like people. You know? People are awesome. People are cool. Short, tall, I don't care too much. As long as you're kind, you're fun, and you laugh at my stupid jokes, that's all I care about. I think I think I'm average, all things considered. Like I don't think I'm ugly, but I also don't think I'm like the prettiest person on the planet. Not you guys though. You're awesome. You're all awesome, and you should know it. It is so hot. I'm dying. I'm melting. Well, I'm gonna go because the storm is pretty bad. Like the weather is getting terrible, and I'd rather stop stream than stream get randomly cut off by the internet cutting out. Thank you guys for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. Thanks for so many subscribers. I'm gonna be live tomorrow though. Look forward to it. Bye bye!